What's up everybody? If you run multiple coding agents at once, Claude Code, Codex, Pi, you're gonna wanna watch this. This is about herdr, the terminal multiplexer for coding agents. So let's dive right in. Let's start with installation. Installation is super straightforward. I personally just copy the script, open up my terminal, run it, done. Now actually before we get started, there's two more things I think you should do. One, if you go to the quick start, go under integrations and add integrations to the coding agents you use. Right, so I use Pi, Codex, and then the second one is the agent skill file. This gives your agent a way to use herdr. Under agent skill file, I'm just gonna copy a GitHub author and project name, say npx skills add. This will clone the repository. It will find the one skill file that's in here. Make sure that all your coding agents are selected. I also use Pi. I actually like installing this globally because I want all my sessions to be able to use herdr. Global and proceed. We have installed it, we've added the extensions, we have the agent skill. Now it's time to actually see herdr. To open up a session, you just type herdr. Now let's talk about the UI a bit. There's a couple of important parts. First one is workspaces. Here you would add a project. Now what's nice about this over tmux is that this actually supports mouse. So I can click new, I can close it. If you're familiar with tmux, you have to use all these keyboard bindings, but you can still use keyboard bindings. So workspace is for your project. Actually, let's just start to workspaces. One, agent jujitsu. This is a jujitsu agent I built. Let's create a new workspace. I can either create one by just clicking new, or I can use the prefix, which is Control B. And then if I press question mark, any of these will do too. So if I wanted a new workspace, it's prefix Shift N. So it will be Control B, Shift N. Control B, Shift N. Here we go, here's a new one. But I honestly actually quite like using the mouse. Sue me. And in this one, the coffee cluster. So I now have two workspaces, the agent and the coffee cluster. We have spaces. Next we have agents here, but since I haven't started any coding agents, you don't see them. So in this one, I'm gonna open up Pi. And as you can see in Pi, I have this agent state extension. Right here on the left, you can see that we have an idle agent, and this is super cool. Now let me open up a new tab, either using a shortcut or pressing this thing here. Now we have a new tab where I will open Claude Code. As you can see, there's another agent here. I have two agents running now, and I can cycle between them by just a click. And let me do the same in the coffee cluster where I say Pi. So now I have three agents running. And the best thing is that herdr can actually tell me when an agent needs input or is ready or is blocked. So I'll start with this one in Pi, and I can just ask it, what is this agent doing? Now it's working. I can go to this one, update the README, and it's working here. For this one, I'm gonna use not a tab, but a pane. Oh, look at this. We get blocked. What does that mean? What does blocked mean? Well, we click on it. Oh, okay. So the agent can go ahead because it needs this permission. And I hope you heard that notification that this one is done. So in here, I'm gonna go back, go to auto mode, so it won't ask me anymore. This one I now know is done. It did this, which is great. Now I'll return back to this one. We have the concept of workspaces. We have agents. We have tabs. Right, I can open up a new tab, as many as I want. And then the other thing that is important to know is panes. Let's say I also want to run a development server. I can open up a new pane, and I use this with a shortcut. So I'll do Control B question mark, and I open up a new pane by splitting either vertically or horizontally. So if I want it on the side, I split vertically. If I want it below it, I do horizontally. So it's prefix plus the minus sign. So I'll do Control B minus sign. If I want to close it, I'll do Control B X, Control B vertically. Okay, so now I have this thing here, and I can run the dev server. And as you might have heard already, the agent jujitsu here is done. While this is running, I can go to the agent here, and it updated the README for me. We've seen this work, and okay, cool, we've grouped agents together. Now, what is really cool is, let me just close this window. All my work is gone now. No, it's not. So if I open up this thing again, all I do is do herdr, and it's back open. So this is already an amazing thing to me. So it's just a very simple way to manage your multiple projects and coding agents. And it will tell you when it's idle, when it's done. This alone, I think, is incredible. At the beginning, I told you to install the skill file, and I want to show you this because this is my absolute favorite. For example, I'll go to the coffee cluster, close this tab, and I'll go in here and I'll open Pi. Pi does not have sub-agents by default. Using the agent skill, it can do something very cool. Spin up two herdr panes with an agent in each to investigate how much work it is to migrate to Python and Rust. So if I run this, it will now load the herdr skill and actually understand how it can spin up panes for me, right? So we're just gonna watch this go. Crazy. Our main pane is now instructing are other panes. Done. I spawned 2 herder panes with Pi agents. One does a Python migration, one does a Rust migration, and both are running now. Okay, so one is done here, and I'll fast forward the video a bit. So in about a minute, these 2 sub agents ran here. Cool. What's the verdict? Which one is easier? So now it's able to read both panes and just tell me. So now I can close the pane by either right-clicking, say close pane, close this one. I spin up 2 sub agents, and again, if I quit by either just quitting the browser or saying Control B Q, nothing is lost. I can open it again with herder and go right through all these agents. And I think if you use multiple coding agents, that this is like an essential piece of software you should have. There's also the concept of sessions, which is basically, this is called the default session, right? So if I quit and I open it, it's the default session. But you can create a session for work, you can create a session for personal stuff. Herder session, attach, and I'll call this work. Now this is totally different from the default one. See how it says work? If I disconnect from this and I do herder, I go back to the default one. So this is the one we have, nothing is lost here. But if I want to work on my work stuff, well then I can just herder session, that's work, and we have this one. And then all our things work here as well. So to summarize, herder is an amazing terminal multiplexer, but it has amazing mouse support. It has native support for your coding agents, and it's just an incredible piece of software. So I have loved using it. I hope you'll enjoy it too. Let me know in the comments if it was useful or not. Later.